First of all, we need to derive the quadratic formula. So we need to take a general form. So general form of a quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So I have already told that this quadratic formula is based on the completing the square method. So first of all, I need to divide by the coefficient of x square. Therefore, it is going to be x square plus b by ax plus c by a is equal to 0. Okay, this much we are going to get. The next step we are going to do is, here it is plus, so I can write x plus b by 2a, because I need to divide by the coefficient by 2. So it is going to be like this. Then you need to have a square term. The square term referring to this is going to be a plus or minus, not plus or minus, minus, right? I need to subtract it from that. So it is going to be b by 2a whole square plus c by a is equal to 0. This much we wrote. So now what we are going to get is here x square plus b by 2a whole square is equal to, we'll take these two things to the right hand side. So it is going to be b square by 4a. This becomes b square by 4a minus c by a. Okay. So I'll take the LCM for the right hand side. LCM is 4a. So it is going to be b square minus 4ac. Okay. B square minus 4ac. This much we got till now. So 1 square had to be there, right? So 2a becomes 4a square. So 1a and 1 4 is going to be coming over there. So now I need to take the root. It is going to be x plus b by 2a is equal to plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac divided by root of 4a square is 2a. I need to write 2a here. Now this thing I need to take to the right hand side. So it is going to be x is equal to minus b divided by 2a here, then plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac. Okay, we need to think only about this much. This is going to be the quadratic formula. If you are given any quadratic equation of the form ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, directly you can apply this formula and you are going to get two roots, because you have a plus or minus. Since you have plus or minus, you are going to take two cases. Those two cases referring to whichever will be the solution of that quadratic equation. Okay. Next we'll move on to the exercise. So it was very simple. Okay, now we have your third question. The second question was that you have to just continue with using quadratic formula instead of using completing the square method for the first question. So rather than finding the same thing, I am going to do the third question now. So it is going to be x minus 1 by x is equal to 3. So first of all, I need to form that quadratic equation and not like this only. So it has to be like this. I need to take the LCM. So it is going to be x 3 x square minus 1. This x I need to take to the right hand side. So this goes to be x square and it becomes 3x here. I'll bring that 3x to the left hand side. Okay, you form 3x here when you multiply this x. So you're going to get minus 3x when you bring it to the left hand side. Then you have a minus 1 is equal to 0. This is a direct, this much itself. The remaining thing is applying the quadratic formula. If you have the quadratic formula, it is minus b, that is minus of minus 3 plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac. B square is minus 3 whole square, that is 9, minus 4 into 1 into minus 1. A is 1, c is minus 1. So minus of minus is going to be plus, and you need to divide it by 2 into a. A is 1. Okay, this is going to be 3 plus or minus root of 9 plus 4, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, divided by 2. This is going to be the answer. That is 3 plus or minus root 13 divided by 2. This was the first subdivision. The second subdivision in that was 1 by x plus 4. 1 by x plus 4 minus 1 by x minus 7 is equal to 11 by 30. 11 by 30. Okay, now we need to take the LCM. It is going to be x plus 4 into x minus 7. Then you have here, when you bring it, it is going to be x minus 7. Okay, this x plus 4 goes here, so it is going to be minus of x plus 4 is equal to 11 by 30. Okay. Next you have it, so x minus 7 minus x, so x and x will get cancelled. Okay, then you have minus 7 minus 4, that is going to be minus 11 divided by, now we'll multiply this part is going to be x square, then 4 minus 7 is minus 3, that is minus 3x, then minus 28 is equal to 11 by 30. Okay, this 11 and this 11 will get cancelled, therefore you are going to get x square minus 3x minus 28 is equal to minus 30. Okay, bringing this 30 to the left hand side, you are going to get x square minus 3x plus 2 is equal to 0. Okay, whichever I can use here, maybe I'll use a quadratic formula only, or shall I use factorization method? Factorization method is very easy. Here sum is minus 3, product is 2, it is going to be 2 and 1. Since the sum is negative, both should be negative, so it is going to be x minus 2 into x minus 1 is equal to 0, or x is equal to 2, x is equal to 1. Okay, x minus 2 is equal to 0, x minus 1 is equal to 0, those two cases are coming, so x is equal to 2 and x is equal to 1 will be the answers for this question. Okay, next we'll have our statement problems, so long ones. Okay, now we have a fourth question, that is the statement problem. First of all, we'll read the statement problem. You can see it here. The question is, the sum of the reciprocals of Rahman's ages in years 3 years ago and 5 years from now is 1 by 3. Find his present age. Okay, find his present age, so that is going to be x, so let x be his present age, or I can tell it to be x years, whatever it is, let x be the present age. So it is given the sum of the reciprocals of his age is 1 by 3. The reciprocals of the age is 3 years ago and 5 years from now. 3 years ago and 5 years from now. So first, then we need to take the LCM. It is going to be x minus 3 into x plus 5. So it forms x plus 5 plus x minus 3. Okay, we are taking the LCM, right? So it is going to be 1 by 3 here. Okay, next step is simplification. That is 2x plus 2 divided by x square plus 2x minus 15 is equal to 1 by 3. I hope you understood. That is x plus a into x plus b. That is going to be x square plus a plus b into x plus ab. That is equal to 1 by 3. Now I am going to simplification. So it is going to be 6x plus 6 is equal to x square plus 2x minus 15. Okay, next I'll simplify this. So after simplification, you can find that this equation is going to be like this form. So I'm going to use the factorization method here also. The sum is minus 4 and the product is minus 21. Therefore, 1 is positive and 1 is negative. So by the prime factorization of 21, I can tell it is 7 into 3. Since the sum is going to be negative, I'll put negative sign for 7 and positive sign for 3. So it is going to be x plus 3 into x minus 7 is equal to 0, or x plus 3 is equal to 0, x minus 7 is equal to 0, x is equal to 7, x is equal to minus 3. These two you will get. So, but when x you consider to be the present age of whom? Rahman. Present age of Rahman. So, can an age be negative? Maybe he was 3 years not born at all. So, we'll consider, so that is not going to be possible. So, we are going to consider only the positive value, that is 7 years is the age of Rahman. Okay, that's it for the fourth question. Moving on to the fifth question. Okay, now we have your fifth question here. Fifth question is a statement problem. So here we think about the Shifali who is getting the marks. So she is getting marks in mathematics as well as English. It is given that the sum of the marks that she is going to get is 30. Okay, then there are, if she gets 2 marks more in mathematics and 3 marks less in English, then the product would have been 210. You are asked to find the marks of her in the two subjects. So let her marks, so this is of Shefali, right? Let her marks in mathematics or maths be X. Therefore, in English, she is going to get, the sum of those two is 30. Therefore, English, she is going to get 30 minus X. Okay. After that, it is given that if she gets 2 marks more in English, no, in maths, and 3 marks less in English, that is 30 minus X minus 3. That is, the product of these two numbers comes to be 210. Okay, this much is what you are going to get. It is going to be X plus 2 into 27 minus X is equal to 210. Okay, this type of formations we have already learnt in while formation in the starting part. So we are going to get 27x plus 2 into 27 is 54. Then you have minus x square, then minus 2x is equal to 210. So next part is just bringing all these things to the right hand side. If you bring that to the right hand side, it becomes x square. Then 27 minus 2 is 25. So it becomes minus 25x in the right hand side. Then you have plus 210 minus 54. 210 minus 54 is here 6. Then 20 minus 5 is 15. So it's going to be 156. So x square minus 25x plus 156 is equal to 0. Okay, the remaining part, maybe factorization is little big number, right? So for that I need to use the quadratic formula. I'll take, it's going to be minus b, minus of minus 25 is 25, plus or minus root of, we'll find b square minus 4x here. It's going to be very big, no, that's why. So 25 square is, whenever you find the square of any number, here when it comes last digit 5, it is going to be 2 into 2 plus 1, 2 into 2 plus 1 is 2 into 3 or 6, 6 followed by 25. Or if you, while you are finding the square of 35, then it becomes 3 into 3 plus 1, 3 into 3 plus 1 is 4, 3 into 4 is 12, it is going to be 1225. Okay, 1225, it is going to be like that. So here I can directly find that 25 square is going to be 625. Minus 4 into a is however 1, leave that, 156. Okay, so now I need to multiply 4 by 156. 156 into 4 is going to be 24 here. 5 4 is 20, 20 plus 2, so here 2, 4 1 is 4, 5 6, so it is going to be 624. So 625 minus 624, somehow they calculated and kept it to 624 over there. So it is going to be 1 here inside, because it is 625 minus 624 divided by 2. Therefore it is going to be 25 plus or minus 1. So since you are getting root 1, I'll write it at 1 itself. So it's going to be 2. So the two numbers that you are going to get is 25 plus 1 by 2 and 25 minus 1 by 2. 25 plus 1 is 26, 26 by 2 is 13, then you have 25 minus 1, that is 24, 24 you are going to get 12 over there. Okay, so you got two numbers over here. So what do we do with the two numbers? In every case we found out one of them was negative, one was positive, but here both of them are possible. So in case 1, if she gets 13 in maths, therefore she gets how much in English? That is 30 minus x, that is going to be 17 in English. Okay, that is a case 1. Case 2 we are considering when she gets 12 in maths. Okay, she is getting 12 in maths, therefore she is getting 18 in English. Okay, these two cases are going to be valid based on the question that is given over here. Okay, next we'll move on to the 6th question. So now we have our 6th question. 6th question is a statement problem. We're going to read now. You can see it here. The diagonal of a rectangular field is 60 meters more than the shorter side and is 30 meters more than the if the longer side is 30 meters more than the shorter side, find the sides of the field. Okay, first of all we need to find the sides of the field. It is given that the diagonal is 60 meters more than the shorter side. This is the shorter side, and the longer one is 30 meters more than this. Okay, this is a rectangle, right? If it is a rectangle, if you divide it by the diagonal, it is going to be a right angle triangle. So however you are going to use the Pythagoras theorem. That's it. Okay, let the shorter side be x. Okay, so we are not going to write that again and again. Maybe when you're writing in the exam, you need to write 60 plus x and 30 plus x are the diagonals and the longer side of the rectangle. Okay, then what you are going to have here is based on the Pythagoras theorem, that is x square plus 30 plus x whole square is equal to 60 plus x whole square. Okay, I'll keep this x square here itself. I'll take 60 plus x whole square and 30 plus x whole square here. This forms a square minus b square. So that's a simpler way rather than expanding and writing again and again, because x square and all will get cancelled over there. We'll see it is going to be a plus b into a minus b. What is a plus b here? A plus b is 60 plus 30 is 90. Okay, then you have x plus x is 2x. That is a plus b. Then a minus b is going to be 60 minus 30, that is equal to 30 here. Then you have x minus x, that is 0. Therefore only 30 is remaining. So you can write x square is equal to 90 into 30 is 2700 plus 60x. So I can write it to be x square minus 60x minus 2700 is equal to 0. Okay, so we need to get two numbers. Maybe factorization method is easier. Sum is minus 60, product is minus 2700. So if I divide this, since this has 0 and this has two zeros, so there is obviously one 0 in the last, and it is going to be one more number in the front. So if it is 2700, I can write it to be 30 into 90, right? 30 into 90. Therefore it is going to be 30 and 90. And since the sum is going to be negative, this part is going to be negative and this is going to be positive. That is 30 is positive and 90 is going to be negative. So you can directly write it to be x plus 30 into x minus 90 is equal to 0, or x plus 30 is equal to 0, x minus 90 is equal to 0, x is equal to 90, x is equal to minus 30. Minus 30 is not possible because it is going to be the length of that shorter side. So we are considering only this one. Therefore longer side is 90 plus 30, that is 120 meters, and shortest side is equal to 90 meters. Okay, they asked only the sides, not the diagonal, so we need to write only these two. That is, the dimensions is going to be 90 meter into 120 meter. So we have to remain with the seventh question now. Now we have our seventh question. The seventh question is a simple one, but it is quite misleading and misunderstood. So I'm going to make it clear. You can see the question here. The question says the difference of squares of two numbers is 180. The square of smaller numbers, the smaller number is 8 times the larger number. Okay, you need to find the two numbers. We'll consider, let the numbers be x and y. Okay, x is the smaller number and this is the larger number. The condition given over there is the difference between the squares of this thing. Therefore y square minus x square is equal to how much is we need to find out now. That is given over there. Okay, 180 is given. Here it is 180. That is the first thing. The second thing given is that the square of the smaller number is 8 times the larger number, not the square, it's the larger number. So here we are considered both x and y. So are we going to get a pair of linear equations in this quadratic equations lesson? We are not going to get, don't worry. So we'll substitute this. This is one equation and this is also one equation. So we'll substitute the second one in the first. We are going to get y square minus 8y is equal to 180, or y square minus 8y minus 180 is equal to 0. I'll take the quadratic formula, that is better. Y is equal to 8 plus or minus root of 64 minus of minus is plus, so 4 into 180 divided by 2. Okay, now y is going to be how much now? 180 into 4. 180 into 4 is 0. Here 8 4s are 32. 3 2, 4 1s are 4, 7. 720. 720 plus 64, that is going to be 784. So it is going to be 8 plus or minus root 784. 784 divided by 2 is what you are going to get. First of all, we need to know the square root of 784, that it is going to be 18. Yeah, 18. It is going to be 18. So no, it is not 18. It is since it is 4, somehow we can tell that it is the last digit is going to be 2. Since it is more than 25, so its last digit should be either 2 or it can be 8 also. Yeah, since it is less than 30 square and more than 25 square, it is can be 28 only. Okay, therefore it is going to be x plus or minus 28 divided by 2, not 18, 28. So now we have 28 plus 8 is going to be 36 divided by 2, and you have 8 minus 28, that is minus 20 divided by 2, that is equal to 36 divided by 2 is 18. Then you have minus 10. Okay, so the smaller number, okay, larger number is either 18 or 10. So we have two cases here. So because it is not given, since the question, maybe I can cancel off this because it is negative, so I need to consider only y. So given the larger number is equal to 18. So based on this, I can somehow tell what is x. So I'll just calculate what is x here. X square is equal to 8 into 18. 8 into 18 is how much? 8 8s are 64. 6 8 1s are 8. This is going to be 144. Therefore x is equal to 12. Therefore the smaller number is going to be 12. I did based on this equation. I found out x by multiplying 8 by 18. So I got what is the value, that is going to be 12. Right? So why cannot I use this minus 10 is because if I substitute that minus 10 here, you are going to get a square number that is negative. So I had to cancel it off. Not because it is simply negative. If I make minus 10 here, it is going to be minus 80. X square is equal to minus 80. You cannot get another number that is x for which x square is equal to minus 80, right? So we are cancelling off that minus 10. Moving on to the 8th question. We have our 8th question. The 8th question is about a train. The train travels 360 km at uniform speed. If the speed had been 5 km per hour more, it would have taken 1 hour less. You are asked to find the speed of the train. Okay, so we'll consider let x km per hour be the speed of the train. Speed of the train. So it is given 1 hour more or 1 hour less if it is going to be in the distance with a speed of x plus 5. Okay, if it was x, it would have taken 1 hour more than this case. So we'll take 1 is equal to x into x plus 5, and as 360 is common, we'll take this to the denominator here. Okay, it forms 1 by 360. So it is going to be x plus 5 minus x. So x and x is going to get cancelled, and I'll form x square plus 5x. X square plus 5x is equal to, by cross multiplication, it is going to form 360 into 5. 360 into 5 is 1800. So it forms x square plus 5x minus 1800 is equal to 0. I hope you understood, because every time I told about this thing, that is the time is equal to distance divided by speed. So distance divided by speed over there. So now we are going to use the quadratic formula. X is equal to minus b, that is minus 5 plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac. I'll write that b square minus 4ac here, otherwise it will become very long method. So b square minus 4ac is 25. Minus of minus becomes plus 4 into 1800. Okay, 4 into 1800 is how much? 0, 0. 4 into 8 is 32. 3, 2. 4 plus 3 is 7. 7200. So it will be 7225. Okay. Since it is ending with 25, as I have done in the previous question also for finding the square, so here it is the opposite of that. So 72 is same as 8 into 9, or 8 into 8 plus 1. Therefore it is going to be 85 square. Okay, 722 5. So I'll write it divided by 2 minus 5 plus or minus 85 divided by 2. Okay, now I'll take the first place, that is minus 5 minus 85 divided by 2, comma, and minus 5 plus 85 divided by 2. Since this is going to be negative, I'll cancel this off, and I have only minus 5 plus 85, that is going to be 80 divided by 2, or 40 km per hour. Okay, it is going to be 40 km per hour. Therefore the speed of the train is going to be 40 km per hour in that case. Okay, that's it. We'll move to the 9th question now. Okay, now we have our 9th question. The 9th question is given here. 2 water taps together can fill a tank in 9 3/8 hours. A tap of larger diameter takes 10 hours less than the smaller one to fill one tank separately. Find the time in which each tank can separately fill the tank. Okay, so we'll let the time taken by a smaller tap be a smaller tap alone, be x hours, and that of larger tap be x minus 10 hours. Okay, x minus 10 hours is what you are going to get, because it is given that it is going to be take 10 hours less than the smaller one to fill the tank. Okay, we are asked to find the time in which each of them can separately fill the tank. So there was a question in the previous chapter itself, where the woman had to work alone and the men had to work alone that was the question that was there for the embroidery work and all. Similarly is going to be this question also. So how we are going to do? So it is given that 9 3/8 hours for both of them together. So I can write that 1 by x plus 1 by x minus 10 is equal to 1 divided by, what is 9 3/8 is 9 plus 3/8. 8 into 9 is 72 plus 3 divided by 8. So it is going to be 8 by 75. Reciprocal of what is this? This is 75 by 8. You need to find the reciprocal of that and add to equate to this thing. So this is the formation of the equation. So now we have x into x minus 10, then x minus 10 plus x is equal to 8 by 75. Okay, so now just about cross multiplication. X square minus 10x into 8 is equal to 2x minus 10, or I can write x 2 times x minus 5 into 75. Okay, next is 8x. So for that I can cancel off 1 4 from here for making it simpler. So it forms 4x square minus 40x is equal to 75x minus 75 into 5 is how much? 75 into 5 is going to be 5 sevens are 35, 36, 37, 375 minus 375. So next part is 4x square, bringing this side. So 75 plus 40 is minus 115x plus 375 is equal to 0. Okay, this much is the thing. This is looking so big things. Yeah, right. So somehow we need to get a number. Okay, we'll use the factorization method here. For factorization method, we need sum is equal to minus 115 and the product is 375 into 4. 375 into 4 is 715 to 2. That is going to be 1500. Okay, 1500. If I prime factorize and make it into two things, it is going to be 115. Since the sum is negative, I need to take both of them to be negative. So I'll write here 4x square minus 100x minus 15x plus 375 is equal to 0. Now I'll take 4x common. If I take 4x common, I get x minus 25. Okay, then I'll take again minus 15 common. If I take minus 15 common, I'll get x minus 25. Okay, again that is equal to 0. So 4x minus 15 into x minus 25 is equal to 0. Okay, so x is 15 by 4 in the first case and it is going to be 25. Okay, maybe 15 by 4 is not going to work out here. Yeah, right, it is not going to work out because you need a 10 hours extra and you are not going to get that answer from that. So here you are going to get x is equal to 25 as the answer. So if x is equal to 25, the time taken by the larger tap is going to be 15 hours. Therefore 15 hours for the larger tap and 25 hours for the smaller tap. That is the thing you are going to learn here. Okay, here we can find out that the 10th question is very similar to the 8th question only. So just the numbers are going to be different. So I'm going to leave the question. Now we have our 11th question. Okay, we'll read the question first. You have the question here. The sum of the areas of two squares is 468 meters square. If the difference of the perimeters is 24 meter, find the sides of the two squares. Okay, so we'll let the sides of the two squares be x and y. Okay, we'll take the second condition first. The second condition given is the difference between the squares is going to be 24. That is difference between the perimeters of the square. Perimeter of a square is 4 times the side, so I can write 4x minus 4y is equal to 24. Or if I cancel 4 from everywhere, I can write x minus y is equal to 6. Or for a substitution, I can write y is equal to x minus 6. Okay, this will be for substitution. That much part is over. You have the second question. Now the second condition. It says that the sum of the squares of those two areas, areas of those two squares is going to be 468. 468. So it is going to be x square plus y square. Let me substitute for x and y. It is going to be x square plus x minus 6 whole square is equal to 468. It is going to be x square plus x square minus 12x plus 36 is equal to 468. Okay, that is again going to be 2x square minus 12x. Now we need to subtract that 468 from 36. It is going to be 2, 6 minus 3, 3, then 432. So it is going to be minus 432 is equal to 0. So again I can cancel off 2. So it is going to be x square minus 6x minus 216 is equal to 0. This much you are going to get. This is the equation. Now in order to find the value of x, I need to use the quadratic formula or I can use the factorization method. For using the factorization method, I have sum is equal to minus 6 and product is equal to minus 216. If I do the prime factorization of 216, I get 216 is equal to 6 into 6 into 6. Therefore, you get it is going to be any one of those. Yeah, right? Or I'll just can make it a larger one, 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 3. Okay. You need something such that it is going to be having a difference 6. So for that I'll take is a product of multiple of 6. So it is going to be 12 and 18. 12 and 18 are the two numbers. So since the sum is negative, 18 should be negative and this should be positive. Therefore this forms x plus 12 into x minus 18 is equal to 0, or x plus 12 is equal to 0. Therefore x is equal to minus 12. Can this be possible? No. Then you have x minus 18 is equal to 0, or x is equal to 18. That is possible over there. So from the first equation I can find out that this side of the other square is going to be 18 minus 6, that is 12. Okay. Therefore the sides of the squares are 12 and 18 units. Okay, that's it. This is about the exercise 4.3.